meadows fair and bright. Don't stay out through the night. New to this world you were brought, whilst warriors' glory you sought. In forests dark and wild, the ore and cores you find. A trader sells you goods for gold, until the wooden head you hold. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. A place to live and thrive, a bed and hearth you built. And should you fall, you will arrive at home with skill upon spirit. Through slush and slog you wander, the undead bar your way. With toil and burden and banter, you'll find what points your way. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. Steep and frosty mountains, where wolves howl and dwell. A mother rains both sky and land, her tears will help you stand. In heated sunburned landscapes, the laughing goblins live. The furry oxen can't escape, and a torn soul rest you give. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. Misty glades and valleys deep, the mighty Jarls reside. The Thurgood there have lost their homes to the minions of the Queen of Pride. The journey goes on to where we don't know. Oh, Father, can you see me fight on? Will the journey end with the last demon slain, or will we be sailing again? To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken.
Hello and good evening, everybody. Here we are again with our Call to Arms, No Maps, Firehazard on playthrough. And I'm gonna be starting up the game. And we gonna go over here where the game should be popping up, hopefully soon. With all those plugins to be loaded, it is a while to get it to start. So we do need Maigo. Oh, there she was. And her world. And in the last episode, as far as I can remember, we have tamed those logs and we have moved them a little bit away from the fog so they don't disappear there. And we have started to try and build a house over in our new plains location, but we haven't gotten very far with that yet. And today I think we will have to go look around a little more on that continent. We shall eat some good food. We need to be doing some cooking. Do I have enough onions planted? Let me have a look-see here. Okay, this is looking good. We can harvest those. Do we have some more barley to be put into the windmill? I don't know. I don't think. Let's have a look-see about the portals. We should have a plains farm somewhere. That is number 4. That is plains farm. Okay, we're gonna go there first and see about our crops. Not even sure we have... that is not a lot here. This is already, but we have to plant all of this back. And that too. I do hope I have the cultivator here. No, I don't. But we have a very unfriendly fooling guy here. Not anymore. Okay, we have to get the cultivator and replant all of that crops. Further down the line we will have a garden and some fields in our new abode, but for now we have to make do with the plains farm. Where is my cultivator? Yeah, well, we have to plant all of that back to make that work. Okay, let me see. We need to plant all of that back. Can't see what I'm doing. I need to zoom in a little bit. Should probably start from this side. Not run back and forth all the time. How many more? Only 2. Good evening, King Under the Mountain. I hope life treats you well this week. Any news about your new computer? Is everything working like it should now? Okay, that is all of the stuff planted here. Let's get back. Computer sent, so it could expect to arrive tomorrow, finally. Well, it's high time that that stuff gets resolved, that for sure. I cross my fingers for you that everything will be fabulous after all of that nonsense you had to endure with that. Okay, let's get that in here. Gonna smelter another load of black metal. Okay, that's that. More and more problems with the old one. Decided to stop recording and streaming because of it. Oh my gosh. High time. Things got resolved there. Okay. That's boat. That's Teldrassil. We do need another portal here somewhere. Did we write down where number 4 is situated? Number 3, number 4, we got number 5. Tiny plains north of the Big Mist. Continent south of Skinny Mountain is in the forest far west. Forest far west, that is here. Aha, okay. I understand. That is Skinny Mountain. And we are living down here, I think. That is where we are. Okay. Let's go see what's going on there. Good side. Got night shift this week, meaning I'm off at 18 Friday morning. Gives you some extra time to get the new PC prepared. That is good news. That is for sure good news. Okay, we've got a house here. And we've got some logs right there. I guess we have to feed them something. Is there some food here? 7 berries. Okay, that is good enough for now. What we do really need, though, is a portal for this here abode. So we can have back our pocket portal. We do not have a lot of storage here yet, just for all the stuff. Let me pick all of those stones up. We will need them anyways at some point, but I want to put them in boxes. Maybe place them in here along with that. And then we're gonna be picking up another portal, hopefully. Okay, we're carrying too much. Let's do that in 2 goes. I don't want to be encumbered and fall prey to a mosquito. Okay, let's get another portal. Or probably... we're gonna rename that one here. We're gonna call our new abode Summerland, because it's always summer over there. That's what I thought about. And we do need to pick up another portal. Let's see, where is the eyes? Ooh, we are super short on eyes. We need to get to the Black Forest and get us some eyes. And where is the wood? Okay, at least we've got the wood. And there should be circling cores somewhere here. That is not enough. Oh, we're gonna find 2 more wood somewhere. Gonna leave that here. Gonna rename that here to Summerland. So we can get back to our forest base. We do have the nastiest of weathers here. I'm not liking this in the least, but there is the 2 wood we wanted. Maybe we do not have to carry around the hoe and the log saddle for this expedition. So we gonna... Is there an empty box? No, all of the boxes occupied. Huh, Okay. I do hope I don't forget that I put that stuff in there. We shall see. We're gonna go and look around here a little more. Oh, that is good. We can use those. I can hear a blob. I can hear 2 blobs. Oh, come on. Still want those cloudberries here because I can use them for my logs. What's with that one? Unpickable? Okay then. You shooting my cloudberries, that is not nice of you. I want all of those cloudberries. If we want to have a Lux army, we do need a lot of food to feed them. Okay, let's see what's in here. I think we already stole the trophy there and killed everything. Good. Very good. Ow. Oh, look at that. There is Stwerger over there. Okay, that is good to know. There is Foolings here. Look at that, there is Roots here, which is very fantastic. Don't have to go far. And that's a 2-star one. I don't want to play with that one. I don't have to. That thing wants to follow me into the swamp. I'm happy. Now what? You forgot about me? Look at that. Where is he now? Oh, he's stuck there next to the fence. Kind of want to see what's going on in the swamp here. And we can have that very unfriendly Fooling have some playtime with the Draugr and all of that stuff. It seems he has fun. The Draugr does not have fun at all there. Okay. I think I saw another Fooling village. Bonfire on this side here. I thought so. Oops. There. Who are you? Okay, you are just a normal one. Fancy some death? Nice. Okay, so we've got that sorted. Not especially keen to run around in the plains in that mist. Ooh, that is quite a lot of guys over there. Blobs. And all kinds of things here. Okay, that here is not especially big swamp. It's just a tiny bit of a swamp here. Go play with that Draugr, leave me alone. Quite lively here. Okay, the Draugr is dead. The Skeeto got him. Ah. Don't you have other things to do, other places to be at? There is another ruling village over here. Right where the Yagluth altar is. Okay. Come on, look at all of those friendly people here. Do we have some tar around here somewhere? Those Draugr. Real fun. There seems to be no tar around here, nowhere. Just a heck ton of Skeetos. This is gonna be an interesting time deleting that village there. Okay. Some black forest here. Well, black forest is good for ice. Shall we go have a look and see if we can pick up some ice? Ooh, there's a bear. Okay. Me being stupid here. Oh, we don't need that. And we don't need that. Give me your eyes. That is not a lot of eyes. Do we need another bear trophy is the big question. I'm not quite sure. Can anybody remember if we were after bear trophies? I kind of want everything here. Should have left the sledgehammer at home. Also, between 5 and 20 meters we could find a rocky. If we get lucky. Ooh, there is some bronze too. Good thing bears are so goofy. Okay. Time to get home, I guess. I don't want a bed. I do want a box. And a portal. No bear trophy though. That's a pity. We can keep that with us. anti-ice because we have to collect more ice anyways. I think we are a little bit out of storage space here. Gonna take the thistles, because you never know. Rather keep the thistles with me and take the wood home. So there we go. Yep. Let's see, that goes in here somewhere. No, I put the paws up there somewhere, I think. Leather. Okay, good. I think I picked up the deer leather. We are completely out of deer hide. Absolutely no deer hide anymore. Okay. Food. And some gold. We are rich already, huh? We need to get more wood, that is for sure. Because of the building site, we are running low on wood. And I think we are running low. Oh, that's not that bad. That's okay. We are good with that. That's the important stuff. That's not so important. Okay. Yeah, let's get to bed. Do some sleeping. And then we're gonna go to the other side and see what else is on that mountain with that Yagluth location. Do have to move house at some point, which is gonna be a lot of doing. We need to construct some storage first though, because we are going to be living in that house for quite a long time. Okay. So we're gonna go see what's on that side here. A little bit more. Could use the fists. Nasty weather in the forest. That seems to be quite a stretch of forest. I'm gonna be picking up all of the wood from the ground while we are going. Because I do... Ooh, we found a Rocky! And some eye delivery here. Look at that, we found another rock. That is cool. Just casually strolling by, looking at the ground and finding a rock. That is good stuff. Love it. Okay. So we have a valley here. That mountain we have on our lands is quite substantial. That is not a teeny tiny mountain thingy. So I guess we can hunt for some fenring there if we want to. Okay. That is pretty interesting here. That is that fooling village we saw. There is really, honest to God, no tar on this side of the plains at all. I wonder how good the flesh rippers will do against those two there. A little bit worse than the spear would do, but still okay. Sneak it. He was unawares of me approaching. Let's see how deep that mountain goes. Not very. So it's not a very, very big mountain. At least crosswise. Ow, that hurt. Duh. And that little bit there seems to be just a little bit of swamp and on the edge of a plains bit here. Let's get over there and see what we're dealing with here. More ice. Oh, yes. Give it to me. Okay. Okay. We need more tin. This is where we can find it. The weather is dreadful here. Is there anything interesting in here? Kinda don't need that, but I want the money. Not interested too much in the arrows. We do have better arrows by now. And we have the tiniest wee bit of a swamp in here. And a start bear. Ow, that hurt. Missed the timing there. Trophy? Does not look like, but welp. Gonna pick it up and get it home. what we are again. Well, we're gonna keep that. Want to pick up all of that just gonna throw it on our kitchen floor, and then we're gonna go back. Dum da dum 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 dum. We could leave that big old hammer at home. We don't need to carry that around. Kind of want to see all of the non-misty part of the island we are at. Wow, friends, calm down. Okay. And of course some skellies. Somebody is shooting at me. What did you kill? Oh, a great dwarf, okay. No ice though. Not that and not that, because that's not important. This is so weird. Okay. Got some swamp trees here. And then we get back to having fooling here. Like how? You thought you could kill me as easy as the skellies, huh? You can't. News for you. Oh, look at all of that. That's so bonkers. It's really bonkers. Look at that, what we got here. Thank you very much. I leave you to it. You can figure it out between the two of you. Look at that. Like, that is mostly in the swamp. There is only that wee tiny bit of plains grass right there, and all the other stuff is swamps. And the game spawned in a fooling tower here. So funny. The same tactic works for Draugr too, if you wonder. But you do need to have some jumping abilities. Don't try that with level 10 jumping skill. You need to be able to jump quite high to get over that guy. Did I see some mushrooms here? Oh, give me that. Mushrooms are cool. Okay. That was the extent of that little bit of swampland here. Oh, that mountain is high. Oof, the chasm. The chasm. But we are provided with a bridge here. I heard you. Swimming those waters might not be the fabulous idea with the swamp so close. Gonna go a little bit over here, I think. Ah, that island is far more extensive than I thought it might be. Some Loxies, okay. Look at that big boulder sticking out of the ground here. You missed. Oh, come on, don't dally. It takes them so long to decide. Okay, let's see the other side of that. Where is our branch? Okay, we are... Hey Steve, good evening. We are heading south-ish. Another fooling village here. There is a lot of fooling villages to be raiding right there on the land we are living on. But we have a constant lack of tar pits here. How was your day, Steve? Have you had a wonderful day today? No tar pits here whatsoever, just fooling villages. Aha, and then the mist starts over here too. I see, I see. Loxies. Ah, Mistlands, so pretty. There is a Dwerger harbor there. Okay. There's some roots here. All along the front of that mist here. We have seen roots, so we should not have any problem whatsoever. Find a good spot. To put our hard-earned sap extractors. Oop, those logs are a little close here. Gonna run alongside here. Don't want to disturb them really. Okay. That seems, if we go over that mountain here, I think we will come down right on the other side of our home. At least that is what I'm hoping. Of course. We are full already, we don't need that. I can hear wolves. I'm not very inclined to fight with wolves if I don't have to, but I think I will have to. So, we are losing that. question is it gonna be too late? Or can we reach the other side before we fall prey to some night spawns? Ooh, there's a frost cave there. That is interesting. I don't want to fight with you. Go play with somebody else. I know we do need the trophy, but it is late already. So no big inclination to do that fighting. Is that where our home is? I think it is. There is the swamp. And those should be our Loxies over there. So we did the full tour. Yeah, that's ours. And we have 2 more. Need to get the Lox saddle and get them back together here. You did not eat anything, folks. And our house is here. Okay, I'm good with that. That was an interesting excursion. We're gonna put our pocket portal here for now, so we do not long press that thing away, because I'm prone to doing that. So we've got all of the workbench stuff here. That is a level 7 and a level 5. That's cool. We do need to have some windows in here for mosquito protection. Here too. And the gables are not done yet. What are you doing here, looking into my door here? Ta. Okay, let's get home. We can always plan what to do here in the safety of our home. Yep, that's how you deal with the peeping Draugr. You just stab him in the face. Stab, stab, stab. Okay, what have we got here? We've got some of that. And some of that. And some... Where is the wolf leather? We don't have any wolf pelts. That's the only wolf pelts we got. Do we have a box where specialty items go? Suppose that one. Well, 16 eyes, so that alleviates the eye shortage a little bit there. Do we have... Probably over here. That one. Okay, we can call Yagluth 2 times over. That. So Muni. Wrong side. That one. That one. That one. That one. And that one. And some black metal. Question mark is, what do we need? 6 is in the forest north of second Yag. Second yak is... Is that yak? Forest north of second yak. That should make it that here, I think. We found that yak first. And then we traveled all down here and found the second yak. So that should make number 6 be here. You have to verify that. But first we have to repair everything, and we have to do some break for me to drink some water. Let me see. Okay. That updated. Okay. Yeah, just as I thought. We live here. That was all of the northern part. Well, northern and eastern, southeastern part. That is that. And we do have some plains on this side. So if we took the boat and went around that, I think the boat is here. Would we find a way to come from here up to the Mistlands? And would we find a way from here to come up to these Mistlands here? That is the big question I have here. Well, let's have a short break and we're gonna explore that possibility the next day. I'm gonna be right back with you.
In meadows fair and bright, don't stay out through the night. New to this world you were brought, whilst warriors' glory you sought. In forest dark and wild, the ore and cores you find. A trader sells you goods for gold, until the wooden head you hold. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. A place to live and thrive, a bed and hearth you built, and should you fall you will arrive at home with skill point spilt. Through slush and slog you wander, the undead bar your way. With toil and burden banter, you'll find what points your way. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. And frosty mountains, where wolves howl and dwell. Another rains both sky and land, tears will help you stand. In heated sunburned landscapes, the laughing goblins live. The furry oxen can't escape, and a torn soul rest you give.
Okay, I am back. Let me stop the music, I said, duh. And we're gonna get back to the game and sleep. We are all out of lemonade. The husband already ordered a new delivery, but it will only arrive on Thursday, so I'm reduced to drinking water. Okay, so we need to cook because we are all out of onion soup. And we are pretty out of onions too, so we're gonna have to do some onion harvesting too. Can't survive without onion. My employee got a 30-ish ton stored if you need some. It would be great if you could teleport that to me, because I have the strong suspicion that our local beverage monger will be here before any delivery from you could reach me. I need to eat. And I need to bring the cultivator. Where did I put that thing now? Constantly. I need to put that in a place where I don't forget where it is. Obviously. Gonna do some harvesting and replanting here. Because onion soup. Also, did I make a scythe? And if so, why have I forgotten to bring it yet again? I have played far too long without a scythe being a thing in this game, so I keep forgetting that it is a thing. Yeah, Scotty is on permanent vacation. I think he might even be retired by now. 40. Okay, let's plant 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a little bit close. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that is too close. We have to remove the fence there. That one here is too close for the produce to be working there. $16. Why am I always going back to the other side? Now I lost track of counting. Well, we're gonna see when we run out of seeds. There we ran out of seeds. Okay. So we've got the onions. I should be making some bread, probably. Because we do have the oven and we do have the possibility to make bread. Did I place? Yes, I did. Maybe we should do that. On the other hand, making bread involves standing at the oven and wait for the bread to be done. That was kind of stupid. I could have pressed number 5 to get 5 at a time and use all of that up. Well, yeah, no thing. Okay, while that cooks, we can have a look at our forest here. Okay, we do have the possibility to cut down those oak trees. Where is the... there. And we do have tons and tons of seeds here. Okay. not done yet. There we go. What's in those boxes? Oh, the old gear. Okay, 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 I see. So we've got that here. Good evening. We are in our no map play today, like every Tuesday. Oh. I think we do go and do some more exploring. Gonna go to the boat. Gonna bring up, pick up our pocket portal and go to the boat, I think. Okay, so now we've got that. Leave that here. Wrong box. We're gonna pick up the pocket portal. Where did I put the... That's Plains Farm. Summerland. There we go. I left the portal here as not to long press it away. Now I have to jump around. Gonna go through the boat portal and see where our boat actually is. I have not seen it while we ran around. So did we put the boat elsewhere? I'm not sure. Boat. Let's see where that is. Where is here? Ah, okay. That is that tiny thing here. That's where we are. Okay, we're gonna pick that up and we go around that Mistlands. I want to see if that is one continent and if that continent even stretches down here. That's what we are trying to find out. Yeah. Demolishing things without knowing, that is the thing I'm good at. Look at the floaty boaty. Can't jump into that. I'm not that good at jumping, I guess. I am. Wow. Okay. What's my jumping levels? 68. Well, not bad. I think we do have to clear out those Drago villages there just out of poor principle. That Yagluth altar there does not look too shabby to be fighting Yagi there. We shall see. Oh, we do have a little sliver of wind. And there should be... where are we? There should be some forest here where we can position our boat after we get around that Mistlands bit there. I want to find out if that Mistlands here is worth doing more to it, and there is a biggish mountain on the other side there too. Do we know about that? No, we don't. That seems to be a big continent here probably too. Okay, that seems to be some Mistlands, not just a little tiny bit. not the worst. So at least when we go there, it will not be over in a minute or two. That seems to be quite extensive. And there's more to be had over the other side there too. So we will not run out of Mistlands before we got us some goodies from there. Also, that means that goes like that. Like all the way over there. Interesting. I hope it does not go all the way over here. I had hoped we could get through here. Well, we will find out. Is that a passage there? No, I don't think we can get through there. Look at that floating spire thing there. It's not even touching the ground. Two of them close by. That would be a nice place to build a Mistlands base. No fog either. Ooh. Okay. That's the other side here. Okay. Interesting. And that there straight ahead, is that the Black Forest where we were before? Like that bit? I'm really curious to see the map afterwards. Can we get through here without running aground? I hope. Ooh, mosquitoes. Ugh. You stay over there. A lot more Mistlands all around here. Very interesting. We do need to find more tar blobs though, because we are running low on tar. Okay, we are back to Mistlands here too. So probably we're gonna go ashore here and run around a little bit to see what this is all about. Maybe I'm completely mistaken about the lay of the land here. I don't have the slightest idea. Gonna leave a boat portal here so we can find our boat again. We do have the pocket portal. Yes? Yes, cool. Okay. Let's go see what we see here. More fooling, of course. No, you don't. Look at that. That hurt a little bit. Ha! We could bring a stonecutter here and take that with us and have the black marble to make the cauldron extension, I think. But also, on the other side, we have not even defeated Yagluth, so I do have a black metal axe, so that means if I find a sticky outy bit... Oh, there is blobs here. Ooh, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Very good. Stop that. Don't have time for that kind of nonsense. Those blobs are not as resilient as they used to be, but I have a slight impression that there might be eventually some Mistlands creatures involved here. There's another tar up there. Okay. Well, my wishes came true. I said I wanted to find some more tar blobs, and I did. Cool. So that is for one of the following days. We do something about that fooling village there and the tar pits. There are two of them. One is up there, behind that. Look, there are Mistland hares running around here. They get for sure killed by tar blobs and the likes. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. I think we do fell a little bit of trees over there. We are running low on wood to make more coal. So we're gonna fell some trees here. At least we do not have a shortage of fine wood anytime soon. Not on my head, please. the meadows music so pretty. Okay, that good for now. We have to replant some birch trees and some peach trees there. Okay, that goes here? No. Keep messing up the boxes here. That goes outside to be smeltered. Where did I put that? That does not belong here. I have to get that out there. Okay, some more wood for the kilns. I think we are going to be raiding that village. Let me see where we are at. Repair. And let me see about the trophy situation. We have one more cultist. We don't have a Fenring trophy in here. So probably... Let's see. Well, we did not hang any mountain trophies yet. And we are missing a Draugr Elite and a Wraith. Okay, let's see where we went. Aha! Okay, that is the game here. That mistland goes all the way over here. And then question is, can we get through here to reach that side? I think we do need another portal. And if I'm not mistaken, that is gonna be number 8 or so. 6, 4, 3. Let's see if the number 7 goes anywhere. Okay, number 7 is the next one. That is Summerland, that is Plains Farm. Unhappy here. Well, we can always leave that number 7 portal there and then write down where it is. We don't have to actually have it active. It's not that far to run to the boat. Okay, let's write down where we plan. Number 7 is in Plains near Mist Village Tar. I hope I will remember what I meant to say by that. Gonna eat that. I have the pocket portal, yes. We're gonna rename that number 7. Hope for the best that we will remember what I meant to say. That is right here. So that's number 7. And we have to go that way to reach the coast. And our boat, I think. Big question is, the boat in that direction or in that direction? Not quite sure, and that stupid fog does not help. Okay, there is the boat. We good. It's an exploration game after all, so we go exploring. Let's hope we don't have that kind of a fog on the ocean, because that would be quite bad. Without seeing any landmarks, it's not gonna be fun. Not on the ocean yet. Need to turn outwards more, I guess. There is a silhouette of the other Mistlands part on the other side there. I do hope we reach some ocean in between. Not looking like it. The mist is somewhat right in front of us. And the question is, can we get through there? No, we can't get through here. We need to turn around and follow the coastline on the other side here. I said go backwards. Will you please? Are we stuck here? Oh man. The things. Follow, yeah, not crash into. You're right. Didn't realize in that stupid fog that there was no passage here. So now our boat is stuck on that stupidness here. We have to try to move it. Ech. That should do the trick, I hope. And get us driving again. Okay, we're good. All is well. Except our boat is not as well. I do not think we can get through there. Not without a wisp light. So we try the other side. So... Huh, eventually we cannot get through here at all. Another sailing mystery here. I do hate fog, I really do. You stay over there. I don't have any inclination to fight you on my boat. Okay, another fooling village right on the other side there. And more mist. Aha. We are in the mistlands now, I think. That's what cleared up the mist. So there is no way we get to the other side here. Interesting. So that is like going that way. Like so, and there is no passage here. And then that is missed here. Uh-huh. The things you learn. And that is all of that mistlands with that big mountain there. It's more of a bay type situation. Hey there, Melina. Good evening. I hope you're good. I hope your mother is well. Well, I don't think we can earn much by sailing around here. The big mountain is somewhere here. And then all of that seems to be another continent. We might be able to get through here if we had a wisp light, but we don't. So that. Huh. I just had a thought. Did I mean a second yak by the yak? That is not the yak where we are at. We have to go and investigate that other portal. Find out where that is. That is a lot of mountain there. Look at that. Now that locks... I thought about putting my portal there. Now that lock spawned in. Not a good option there. And fooling. That seems to be a whole lot of mistlands. So last stop before we get to mistlands again would be that side here. Crashing into some more plains. But I think we're gonna leave our boat here now because This is gonna be a real wide journey. So we're gonna leave the boat here. And go investigate that other portal there. So what did we write on the wall about that portal? Let me say. North in tiny plains, north of the big mist is... Oh, that's 4. Where is 6? In the forest north of second Yagi. So I have half an idea. I have an idea that might be in the north. Let's put the number 6 here. We don't need to go to spawn right now. We're gonna go investigate that here. Okay. That's supposed to be a tiny forest. Whoa. Okay, we're gonna take that. More radar task for us, but that's not a tiny forest. North of the second Yagi. I really wonder where we are. I don't have the slightest idea. Another rocking probably. Ooh, and some of those while we are here. Burial chambers, no need. More burial chambers, a lot of burial chambers. Cannot even say in which direction I'm running. It is the afternoon side of the day, that is for sure. So, thank you. Now what? Gosh, they are so goofy. Okay. I might have an idea. If that was that here. North of that Yagluth there is nothing. We have not seen that. We have not stopped here. So if that is that and we were here... Give me your eyes. Oh, we got a peddler there. Trying to sell me the best viewers. We already have the best viewers. I am not impressed by that. So, we crossed that stretch of forest. From our number 6 portal, which is on the other side here. So that is not a very broad forest. And our portal is somewhere along that coast here. Not quite sure where. But I was able to see a spawner from it. or rather 2 spawners, so... Well, there it is. Okay. That was a masterpiece. So it seems to be stretching like north-south. If that is the west, then that is north. And that would make it viable that it could be this bit here. Let's get home and let's investigate. And pick some more wood. Wait. We drop off the pocket portal so we don't long press that away. Because that is what I will do if I don't do that. There. That's better. And ice, some stones, some of that, more of that, that. Okay, now we've got everything here. Let's go get some more wood. Wow, that's a lot of acorns. Dong, 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 dong. Couldn't remember that I had planted so many oaks here. Well, we're gonna need a lot more portals before we are finished. So probably for the better. All the way down to the water? No? That's better. Okay, that should be enough to start another kiln. And be on the safe side with the fine wood for a little while. Let's put the fine wood in here really quick. And that too. And that goes in here. And the acorns go in here for now. Okay, that done. Now, let's see if I was right in my assessment about that. I was. Look at that. Aha. Interesting, interesting. So that is what I called second Yagi. Okay. We cannot get through here. That is where our boat is now. No, it's here. That is where our boat is here. That is that big mountain we saw that is stretching like that. And all of that here seems to be mistlands, and we don't have any portals down here, I think. I don't think. Is in the forest far west. Forest far west, that is here, I think. In the plains near Mistlands, new home. There's a portal number 3. Really? Did we rename that? It is connecting. Okay, we're gonna explore that next. But now we do have to have another short break. I need some more water and I need a bathroom. Sorry, but we need to have a break here.
In meadows fair and bright, don't stay out through the night. New to this world you were brought, whilst warriors' glory you sought. In forests dark and wild, the ore and cores you find. A trader sells you goods for gold, until the wooden head you hold. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. A place to live and thrive, a bed and hearth you built. And should you fall, you will arrive at home with skill unspilled. Through slush and slog you wander, the undead bar your way. With toil and burden banter, you'll find what points your way. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. And frosty mountains, where wolves howl and dwell. Another rains both sky and land, the tears will help you stand. In heated sunburned landscapes, the laughing goblins live. The furry oxen can't escape, and a torn soul rest you give. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken.
Okay, we're back. Gonna stop the music, go back to the game, and we're gonna play. So we're gonna investigate the number 3 portal, find out where that one is. It said it was in the plains. So that would be probably a good place to be. Wait, let me get my pocket portal. Thank you, Melina. Okay, let's see what the number 3 portal has to offer. We are near a forest here. We have again nasty weather in the plains, which is not very helpful. Oh, is that here? Because we have a forest. That's east, so that's south. And that's north. That is that here? No, there is no mountain here. Oh, there is. It could be. And so many mosquitoes here. Oh, that was too early. So we have mist here. That looks triangular. That would mean that the mist goes all around here. Does it though? No, it doesn't. There is some swamp there too. And all of this is eastern. That's the eastern part of it. That's not here. Can't be. It can't be up here. Are we here? That would make some sense. That would make sense. So if that was where we are, we should be able to uncover that if we go through the forest here next to that fooling village. That would be here then. It's getting increasingly difficult, even with a static map, to make sense of the notes that I took. More ice. Let me get my claws. I'd like to train up my fist levels. Also, we need the wood. Okay, so well, the problem with simple names is, how would you describe where that portal would be in a simple name on a map that vast? So I think naming the portals with numbers and then keeping notes about where they are meant to be would ultimately result in better notes, because you can't write tiny planes next to a mist on the notes. You can't. On the portal. Oh well. Look at that. I managed to get that thing nearly deaded with bare fists. There you dead. Mushrooms. Gimme. So more eyes, gimme. We had an eye shortage anyway, so I'm not mad about running around in the forest. That where you came from? Is there something interesting here? Well, some money. Don't need the puke berries, I don't need the resin. Not interested in the arrows. So we have a mountain here. And we do have a mountain here. But I think we are here. At least that's what I think. Ah. Wolf hunting for deer. Okay, you hunt deer, I go away. I don't need to hunt wolves right now. So if we go along the rim of that mountain, that should show up nicely on our map. Okay. Another chasm. Huh. Okay, I'm not sure we are where I thought we are. But we're gonna see once we get to the other side. And we're gonna hold an eye out for Rocky. That should be a better place to cross without going into the water. There's a troll now. We crossed over there last time, I think. And a troll came in behind us. Troll cave. Not interested. We do have enough troll stuff. We go that way, we should reach some plains again. There is a lot of stuff around here. Okay. And our portal should be next to a stone. Somewhere around here. Not quite sure which stone though. Ah! Look at that! Getting better at finding my way around here. There is some tar and fooling village to be had here too, and of course more of those mosquitoes. And that is pretty long here, and all of it is forest. And there is a little bit of... Aha, maybe that mountain goes like that. I think we are here. And I'm not mad about it, because if I rename a portal piece of Mistland with 3 ancient armor and a skull, I'd be lost at some point, as I will eventually mine out both armor and the skull. True, and you only have so many characters in each portal name. That is the other problem here. I think this is an interesting place because we have another fooling village here to clear out. So I guess we're gonna come back here and do that. But for now, I think what we are going to be doing is going back to our plains home. And do some building there, because we need to get that ready to be habitable. So we drop that here for our pocket portal. Where did I pick up all of that wood? Oh, all the stupid grey dwarfs. Well, we're gonna need more coal anyways, because we also want a big wall where we can put all of our notes. Portals for more generic naming, but you do you, and if it feels right and you can get where you want to be. Yeah, I have been trying to name portals with numbers for a long time, and with a map that is a real cool thing, because you just look at your map and you find your portals, but without a map, not so much. Okay, let's have a look at the map. We need to bring that, and we need to do some replanting of beech trees, because we do need more wood on the other side there. There should be a box here with a lot of seeds. There we go. Want to plant those. That's 30. That should be good for a while now. There is some more wood lying around here. I think we're good with that. Could fell those here and have a little more space to plant trees. What you are on about. Okay, that good? Gonna wait for that to grow up and then we can harvest more. What's going on here? Oh, that one. Any other stragglers? Nope. Okay, all the others seem to be fine. Let's get back to our plains house. Also, we do need to revisit the plains farm. Have a good day and not too much stress at work. Ooh, look at what's in here. We do need that over in our plains farm. In our plains house. Just try not to get yourself stressed out with stupid co-workers king under the mountain. I wish you a good night shift. Yeah, I'm dual streaming, Melina. Sorry, I did not see your message there. I'm always dual streaming because I found out that there are quite a lot of people that prefer Twitch over YouTube. So we try to accommodate everybody here best we can. Cannot always make that happen, but when we can, we do. So we have the hoe here, we have the saddle here. We do need some cloudberries, and I think we have some somewhere here. No, we don't. None at all. We did pick them and then did not feed our logs with them. That is unfortunate. Do we have some over here somewhere? It's a little pour of cloudberries here. And I do want to collect my logs a little bit. You did not eat. Oh, small wonder I was not here. Okay, Mr. Lux, you come over here to be with the others. Because we want you to breed, please. You too. To eat some. Two things, birds, two birds with one stone. That's how the saying goes, Melina. But you can also say 7 auf einen Streich, and then you would be a brave little tailor guy. Okay. There is some fooling in there. Look, look, look. Do I see any other glitteries? Ooh, we love those. Thank you, game. Can feed my logs after all. I don't know how the boys do it. I can't see nothing in this nonsense here. Look at that. I got you some more berries. There. You happy now? That is 6 cloudberries, and that is 2 cloudberries. That is nice. They should be all happy now. Okay, we have to think about a loft in our smallish little house. And I think we do have to think about some sort of a garden wall here too, because of the vicinity of all that jazz there. And as we have brought that, we can have us some glass in our windows. Need a little bit of wood too for a wooden door, so we can center that properly. Do I even want it centered, or do I want to have it more to the inside? Like, what if we try to center that not in the middle, but like that? So we have more of a ledge to the inside than to the outside. There is another blob coming for me. Yeah. Well, garden walls do not much against blobs, because they can jump. But I think it would help greatly against a stupid Draugr. Like that one. That swamp is pretty lively there. I think we have to go home and do some sleeping before we go on building here. But I think I prefer... What, another one? Stop it. There you are. I think I prefer to have that ledge there, because that means I can place something here. So I think we're gonna be doing that to all the others here too. But not right now, because right now we're gonna go home and do some sleeping. So we've got some bones, we've got some more gunk, not gunk, ooze, and we've got some entrails, and we've got to repair some things here. So we do have the black metal shield, we do have the black metal axe. We have not yet found the means to make the vile claws. We do not have Draugr. Not keen on necessarily having a Draugr. I prefer the huntsman bow at this stage anyways. We do have a scythe. At least that. And we don't have to lug that around. But if I leave it here, then I will forget. And I don't have it anymore. Did we remember our travels? Did we look at where we were? Yes. Okay. That is where the number 3 portal is situated. That here. That's that black forest. Went over there. Came back here. Okay, that's the number 3. And the number 6 we found out is up here. That is number 6. Cool. And we do live right there. Cool. Number 6, and then the number 7 portal is here. I think. Yeah, let's go sleep. And I think we're gonna go first for that number 3 portal and all of the fooling and blobs over there. Get that cleared out. So we do have a lot of tar going forward. Good. Probably want to bring that portal. Probably want to leave the saddle here. Probably better if we decided where to put a loft in here. Oh, with the big windows, that would be difficult. So probably we just do have a bed on this side. Most likely. And now I know why I don't have any wolf pelt. Because it's all over here. Ha 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 ha. Okay. First things first, we do need a pocket portal, safe storage, something somewhere here. So we can put that away and not have that go missing. And also we can put that in here. And do we need any more stonework done? Yes, because windows. Let's do that first. Let's get the windows in. It's dripping outside, so probably better. We can do more. So we went for this, the second, like that, I think. And then we go up here. Yes, that is what I wanted. We are gonna have to decorate that later. We have to move that because that is mightily in the way. I think I'm gonna put it outside for now, somewhere here. Summerland. That correct? Yes. Because we do need to do a window here too. So that would be the middle, and then we go out one. That should be correct. And then we have to finagle in something up there. Because we are missing the gable over there. Can we make that snap to that? We can. Ooh, that cool. That I like. So then we can snap that here. And snap that here. And gable done. Woohoo! That good. That I like. And then we have a window frame. Working now since we have farm family dinner now. Ah, okay. I wish you a good appetite. Enjoy your meal. Okay, window frames in here. So that way them mosquitoes won't come at us through the windows. I do love those long, tall windows. I think they look great. That is pretty. I really like that. Okay, so what is that big old bed costing me? 40 fine wood, 7 deer hide, 4 wolf pelt, and iron nails. Do we have iron here? 15 iron nails. Oof, that is not a lot of iron. We do have the logs pelt though, and I think we also have the feathers. No, we don't. So iron nails, and we have to bring feathers. Where did I put that? That goes here. That is all that's left from our tar. So we need to bring feathers. What else? We need to bring some... What kind of banner do we want to have? I do like the blue ones. I think we're gonna go with blue banners for this house. That's gonna be nice. Okay, we're gonna bring blueberries and feathers. And see if we do have some more iron we could use. If we don't, we have to go to the swamp. There is no iron whatsoever anymore here. Boo! We have to go to the swamp. Yeah. There is no iron left here. Not at all. Okay, now that we know that, we can bring that. Oh, and some wood. We need more storage. So first things first, we get us a fancy bed and fine wood. Fancy bed. Gonna put fancy bed right there. Oh, we're missing the nails. Duh. Maybe like that? Can I walk here? Barely. A little bit more over. And then we have banners here. And here. I do like the blue banners. Huh, but it's a little bit difficult to hang them on the other side with that thing there. So what if we closed up that gap up there? It's unsightly anyways. And we do hang some banners from that. Not sure about that construction there. Maybe... can we... no? Bottom? Ah, like that. Maybe it's nicer if we did that here and then close that off here. Hi there, Raptor. We are trying to prettify our home here a little bit. Hope you are having a good day. Well, that is not working either with that banner, so we could have one here or have one up there. Not happy about that either, so maybe we have to live with those two banners there. Or I have to think about that. We do want some carpet here, and I opt for that one. And then we want to have a throne here, but I do want to have that on a dais. Give me some stones. We're gonna have a dais. Stones. So, I don't want it all that high. Half of that would be nice. So we need some core wood to make that happen. Because core wood has a fantastic height to make that happen. That is half a meter from the bottom to the top. See? Like that is 1 meter and that one is half a meter. So we can place that here at half a meter with the help of that core wood. And that is something I do really like. So, and then on top of that, we're gonna put our throne. Well, we need to have enough stones for that. I'm lacking extra 1 stone to build that. So that is our throne here. And what we're gonna be doing next, we're gonna be using those here. And we're gonna have some sort of, how should I call that? Custom made stairs. That seems somewhat even. Gonna make that like that. And then again like that. And one more like that. And we should be able to walk up to our throne here. Very nice. I like that. That is looking nice. I do want something to frame that here because that is looking mighty strange up there. Maybe gonna do that like that. Just not to have it look so strange. Okay, and for that I have to think up something. Do we want to have that in here? I think we will. And if we double that up and put one of that on the lower ledge here, I can make that work. Let's see. That would look like a nice windowsill here. Then I do that same thing here. So that goes here, and then we double that up. And snap to the lower. Yep, I like that. Okay, we've got comfort level 11 in here. We could raise our comfort level by getting some of those in here. And the hot tub. We need more fine wood, and for that we need a lot of iron. Damn. That is quite expensive, that thing. I think we're gonna abstain from making that. Because it's really expensive. We need to get to the swamp first. And get us some more iron. But we can have that. So that's number 12. What is traipsing around? I can hear footsteps outside. Is that my logs or is that visitors we don't want? And if those are my logs, I need my log saddle to get them back to where they belong. Let's see. Ah, it's you. You have not eaten again. Friend, to stay with the others up there? Where are they all? Oh, all of them are gone now. That is not good. Okay, they are not too far away. Can fetch them back. There, you go eat something. All of that stuff here regrew. I'm gonna harvest that because then if they stomp on the ground, those plants will not die. All of them are hungry, but they are running away from the food. Oh, there is a baby over there. That's nice. That one has eaten, and that one is hungry. Get down there then, eat something. Okay, and we're gonna drop them some more. And you are a little bit better off if you are closer to your parents, little one. Where are you going? Where you think you're going? Okay. We know that in this swamp there is not a single bit of iron. There is no crypt in there. I do like how that house looks. It looks a little bit Asian. Less Viking, more Asian, but not in a bad way. Probably we have to put up more stones around here. And also I think we have to have a garden wall real soon. Is that a crypt? No, that is no crypt. That is that well with water in it, and you are dead. Okay. So I think that was that for this episode, because we are nearing the 21 hour, and I need to be in bed by 10. So I guess we are gonna stop that here. We need to have some lights up. Next time we need to have for sure more iron. There is only 11 iron left in our box here, and there is no iron at home in our forest home. I kind of like that cozy little house here, and we're gonna have to be building some outdoor house for baking and for the meat and all of that jazz, but that's for another episode here, because this episode here is done for now. So I hope you had fun with that. Gonna save here and quit the game and switch over to the chat. There we go. I hope you had fun here. I hope you will come again. We are going on with this no map playthrough next Tuesday, and on Friday we are gonna play another trophy hunt. I have put up a poll on the YouTube, so if you care to have a say in what kind of trophy hunt we are going to be playing the next Friday, then please do vote for your favorite one. Last week we had 2 votes and we played a culinary saga, but you can vote and tell me what you want me to be playing. With that, I wish you a very good night, and I hope I'll see you again in one of the next streams or in one of my videos in a comment. And yeah, we're gonna end it here. Goodbye.